In Age of Empires Mobile, everyone has been saving those red gems from all the various different Herald bounty events that come in through different times of the year. These are basically holiday events where you can earn skins in game. And the one we've got right now is Herald's Trident. And everyone, including myself, was super excited when this came out. And the one thing though, what shocked everyone is the exchange store, right? And we're going to talk about that in today's video and kind of bring a little bit of, hopefully, a spotlight on a situation, so maybe the devs or someone can take a look at this and maybe implement a couple of suggestions that we're going to put in today's video. One from myself, which is going to be an easy one, but one suggestion from the actual community. And I do apologize in advance, I were trying to find the screenshot of it because it was someone in my community suggesting this, and you will know who you are. So if you put it in the comment down below, I will try and find it in Discord too, and obviously give you more of a shout out, right? Because it's a really cool suggestion that you guys are gonna love, right? So what we're talking about mainly is, as you guys know, in the Herald event, now, when you're spinning or spending your 20,000 Empire coins, you're going to be able to get, obviously, your 200 Obsidian coins to just earn over time your red gems. And back in the day, the go-to strat was do this. Save up, because you're going to be able to go to the exchange store and get yourself one of those skins, especially the Jupiter Wings skin. If you don't know what we're talking about there, this is all about mid-maxing what city skins you can get for the price, because as you guys know, in this game, customizing your Citadel theme does give you bonuses. I've got a kind of expiry date on the ship one, but it's giving me 2% attack. And if we look at any of the other Herald based skins, so if we look at even Thimble Winter, we had the Phoenix Reborn one, we've had the Valentine's one, we've had a load of them, right? The Halloween one, you'll notice they all give 1.5% attack. And what you could do in these events is either buy the new cool looking skin, which was obviously around 2100 or around that number anyway, that the ship one is currently. Or what you could do was spend on, I think it was around 13 or 1600. Someone will correct me in the comments, but it was cheaper. You could get the Jupiter Wings, and this was a 1.5% attack city skin. And a lot of people, including myself and all the lower spenders and even free to-play players, were really excited about this, because what this allowed people to do in the Herald Trident event or any of these Heralds event is work towards that first skin, get the 1.5%, and then they could save up and then get the better, maybe 2% skins later down the line. And this is something that has been, as you can know, nerfed, it's been removed, and it has kind of upset a lot of players, including myself. And that's going to be my main suggestion first, right? My main suggestion is put it back in. Just put in the Jupiter Wings and the Jupiter Wing cosmetic bundle all in here, because it was one bundle that anyone could go for, right? Because now the issue is, when you look at these Herald stores, if there's no Jupiter Wings and there's no other cosmetics that's gonna be in the exchange store, why should you technically just try to get one thing? Because the best strategy right now would be to technically save up as much red crystals as you're going to need in order to obviously buy everything in one go. So for this example, if you wanted to buy obviously the frame for 840, the chat bubble, that's 840. If you wanted to buy obviously the good old chat nameplate, that's going to be all cool and snazzy for 1600, and buy yourself the good old city skin with the discount, that's going to set you back 5,380 red crystals. So in reality, the best strategy, if you're going to be doing this, is to save up 5,380 crystals. If you're able to, you're going to be able to get obviously the pre-sale reduction if those skins offer the same reductions in the future, and buy everything in one go. And this is going to be really important because even if you don't have the reduction and we add even the 900 just to give you guys everything, right? In total, if you saved up 6,280 crystals, and then you can see I'm at 1.8k, so I'm almost like almost a third of the way there, right? I'm almost a third of the way there. If you're able to save that amount, 6.2k, right, you're going to be able to buy all of these frames. And it's super important to do that in this game because, as you should know now, as we've kind of been pushing on these videos in the recent, couple of weeks when we've been talking about cosmetics, the collector's gallery rewards you for that, right? So every time you look, there is a cosmetic bundle in this game. You can see with like the celestial wings, we need like the winged Pegasus and the Pegasus Paladin, and we would get 100 troop capacity for doing so, and a cool little synergy reward. But when it comes to the new stuff, the big boy good stuff, right, you can see you're going to need all 5, right? But at least getting these 4 are going to give you an absolute ton of medal rewards that you're going to need for your account. Plus, you'll notice 2 of them will be legendary compared to the epics in the red, meaning you're going to get the most stats possible from these skins. So you see you got the 2% bonus on here. Plus here we got the 1.2% defense, comparing it to the 0.09. Yes, it's only 0.3%, but just think about it. In the end game of things, when you've got your max march and you're trying to get every little bit of an advantage, honestly, that 1.2% is going to scale a little bit better compared to everyone else. So these things are going to matter when it comes into the game. So this is why I wanted to make this video first, because we need to talk about it. We need to put a bit of a spotlight on it and address it and explain why this is really important. Because a lot of players understand, yeah, skins are cool, and yes, skins give buffs, but I don't think they understand that the long scheme things on how hard it might be now to get these skins, especially if you're only spending 20k Empire coins every time one of these events come around. So one suggestion, which I again want to go to now, which is a really cool suggestion, and I love this, right? Because what it does is tie both cosmetic stores together. And if you are that person in my Discord, you should know what I'm about to say. I love the idea of being able to trade your red currency here that you've been earning into the blue crystals. Like, you should be able to trade that red currency that you've been working towards into this blue currency in game, because then when you do that, that's allowing you players again in free to play to work towards those skins that we were just alluding to, which it was the main issue that they don't offer anymore. And offering that trade store is a really clever way of addressing things, I'm gonna be honest. And what's really cool, it does let certain spenders, if they want to go out, spend their money, and guess what, they can trade that red currency in on top of the blue currency they might have earned in that area, and guess what, they're going to be getting extra cosmetics for their accounts that they might have missed out on. So I like the idea of combining a way of having these blue gems and the festivals, obviously the Herald Trident's red gems, being able to be traded, even if it was in the exchange store. If you went into this area and you could trade, I don't know if it was a 1-to-1 ratio, or for like every 3 or 5 maybe like red gems, you go and get 1 blue gem. I don't know, right? There's got to be some sort of give, because some people will say it's a lot easier to get the red gems, especially in the wheels, compared to the blue gems, right? So they're gonna have to have some sort of like ratio, like 3 red gems to 1 blue, or 4 red gems to 1 blue. They've got to think of a really nice, fair conversion. And I think if they do that and add that in, that is a really clever idea. On top of, again, adding Jupiter and Jupiter Wings and all of those kind of sets there would be really good. Or just adding some sort of cheap set in here that someone could technically buy for 2,000 red coins, a full set. That'd be really good. Doesn't have to be legendary, Doesn't have to be epic, even if it's just a rare or a mix, who knows, right? But we need to talk about it. I want to put these suggestions forward because obviously I love you guys, like the channel, you guys like the fact that obviously I make guides, and you like the fact that I try to highlight issues and obviously try and bring some sort of suggestions forward on my channel, right? Using my platform that I have, hoping one of the devs listen. So hopefully I've kind of voiced this out for you guys, the community. Hopefully you do agree with what I'm saying here, and hopefully we get a better Herald Trident or the next Herald event that's on its way. If it's going to be a Mother's Day or Father's Day or the Halloween, who knows? Who knows when the next one's going to be, right? But whenever it is, hopefully they take in consideration these points and add in a better exchange store and possibly a way to trade these red currencies into blue currencies. I think that is a really cool way of actually showcasing, look, we're going in that direction of being a bit more free-to-play friendly, because free-to-players would love being able to trade their red currency and earn towards these blue cosmetics, get those full packages completed and get that extra troop capacity on their accounts over time by just playing and just working on it, right, over a long period. I think they like that, right? So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, guys. And if you enjoyed the video, smash a like, obviously share the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, because honestly, over 67% or 70% of you guys are not subscribed. So why not just hit the subscribe button, help me out, join the Sneaky Army. We're almost at 11,000 subs. It's kind of crazy, all right? Kind of crazy. So until then, stay safe, stay sneaky. Peace out.